Hi and welcome to In the Chair. I'm Brenton Garen, your Executive Editor of Westside today. I'm joined by Sheila Kuehl, who was elected to the LA County Board of Supervisors at the November 4 election. Sheila, first off, congratulations and thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much. Always delighted to be here.
First off, how does it feel to be back in politics, your first time since being termed out of the State Senate in 2008?
Well, actually, the best thing about it is I'm not in politics. Politics is when you're running for office. The harder part of it is when you get elected. It's actually the best job I've ever had. I love it. It is very complicated, and it's quite lovely, actually.
Well, can you talk a little bit about the transition from, I guess, your regular day job into this position?
Well, I was at Santa Monica College, and I was teaching at UCLA in the time after I was termed out and before I was elected in November. The transition, it's very interesting. First of all, I had no staff for all the time that I was out of office. And it's not that staff is like your servant or anything, but it's kind of like all the things, large and small, that come to you, you really need to deal with, substantively, etc. And even during the campaign, I really had one permanent staff and lots of volunteers, but it's still a great deal that you do yourself. The wonderful thing about being in office, and especially this job, I have 30 staff members, senior deputies that cover subject matter, several district directors and workers, great support staff. So things are more rational in a way. If it's children's welfare issue, it goes to my children's deputy and we work together on that. Mental health, public health, the health department, transportation, planning, building, public works, water, environment. I mean, everything's our business, and I have very professional deputies to help me.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in 15 seconds after this message from our sponsor.
Kids start to see themselves differently. They start to think of themselves as innovators, with the vision and confidence to change the world. At Galileo, innovators rule.
We know you've only been in office a couple of months now. December 1st you were sworn in, but sort of what are some of the issues that you've started to tackle and look in now that you've been elected and you're in this position?
Well, I'd say there's two kinds of issues. The ones that you can do something about right away because you take a small bite and find others in the Board of Supervisors to do it with you. And then there are the larger issues like the entire foster care system. I mean, in 3 months, we couldn't even begin to think what all has to be done. But we've accomplished a great deal just in 3 months. We instituted an oversight commission for the Sheriff's Department. We instituted just last week a task force to ask all the county departments to figure out how they're going to help sign up people for the new immigrant services and benefits if the Obama plan gets out of the Texas court. We're looking at child welfare. We're looking at funding for young girls who are being sexually trafficked. And of course, we're looking at the whole budget now. And the Blue Ribbon Commission that wrote a number of recommendations about children's welfare, we've already enacted having the county adopt a mission statement. We've enacted sending a public health nurse with every social worker. We've enacted expanding the medical hubs that we bring the children to. There are 75 items on every agenda every Tuesday. And the wonderful thing about being one of 5 is that you can actually bring a motion, discuss the motion, adopt the motion, get a report back in a month, and put something into play that can change the lives of people, how they get mental health services. It's a very exciting time for the county.
Well, thanks for joining us today, and we hope to see a lot more of you in the years to come.
Thank you. I'm very pleased to have been here.
We'll be back next week with part 2 of our interview with Supervisor Kuehl, so don't forget to check out westsidetoday.com to see the interview. I'm Brenton Garen for Westside TV.